With Western Australia's border open to the world for the first time in years, I thought I'd share some must-have experiences here in WA. Whether you're already a resident of the state or you're a tourist travelling from abroad, here's 10 bucket list experiences to have in Western Australia. First up is probably the rarest experience on this list, seeing snow in Western Australia. There's really only one place that snow falls with any sort of regularity here in WA. That's the tallest point in the southwest, Bluff Knoll. If you come from somewhere where it snows pretty often, this probably won't excite you too much. But for West Australians, we rarely get to see snow in our home state. So travelling to the top of Bluff Knoll on a snowy day is pretty damn cool. Bluff Knoll is located in the Stirling Range National Park, a little bit north of Albany. It only snows under certain weather conditions during the winter months of the year. So if you see a forecast for snow, make sure you get up to the top of Bluff Knoll. Next up is another mountainous adventure, this time in the far north of Western Australia. Mount Meharry is the highest point in the state and definitely worth a visit if you love an adventure. The mountain is part of the Hamersley Range in the Pilbara region of Western Australia. You can actually drive a four-wheel drive to the summit, or you can park down below and hike your way up to the top. You get some epic views at the summit, and it's definitely worth putting towards the top of your Western Australian bucket list. Number 3 on the list takes us south to Pemberton. Western Australia is home to some of the largest trees and biggest forests in the world. Pemberton specifically is home to the giant KARRI trees, and there are actually some of them that you can climb. Back in the early 1900s, a selection of the tallest KARRI trees in the forest were pegged and used as fire lookout towers. These days, they're open to the public and are a nerve-wracking experience, but one that everyone should have a go at. Western Australia is known for its beaches, and Esperance is home to the best of the best that WA has to offer. This piece of pristine coastline should be on every Western Australian bucket list. There's countless beaches throughout Esperance and surrounds, and Lucky Bay is probably the most famous of them all. Lucky Bay is regularly voted one of the best beaches in the entire world and is home to kangaroos on the beach, pristine white sand, and stunning aqua blue water. Number 5 on the list is a little bit closer to the capital city, Perth, and that's exploring waterfalls along the Darling Scarp in the Perth Hills. Most of the best parts of Western Australia are far from Perth, but the selection of waterfalls in the Perth region are absolutely spectacular. Visit Lesmurdie, Serpentine, 60-foot, Bells and Hovia Falls, among many others. These will keep you pretty busy while staying in Perth, especially during winter months when the water is in full flow. Before we get to the last 5 bucket list experiences in Western Australia, I want to tell you guys about this new adventure map that I've launched. The map's called The Best of the West, and I'm dropping pins on all the best adventure locations around the state. I'm updating the map regularly as I explore more, and the map already has over 300 locations pinned for you to check out. You can get access to the map and a bunch of other perks by signing up to my Patreon. Check that out in the first link in the description. Number 6 on the Western Australian bucket list is Francois PERON National Park. This spectacular peninsula national park is located within Shark Bay, which is a UNESCO Heritage World Listed site. It's known for its red dirt and aqua blue water contrasts, as well as an abundance of ocean life and wildlife for you to find. Back to the south coast for number 7 on the WA bucket list, and that's beach camping at BREMER Bay. BREMER Bay is located a couple hours east of Albany and is home to countless pristine beaches and rocky coastlines. Popular for fishing, camping and forward driving. Also a great spot for spotting whales and orcas off the coast. Number 8 is to walk the Granite Skywalk. The Granite Skywalk is perched upon the gigantic Castle Rock located in the Perongarup Range. The Perongarup National Park is home to many pretty epic hiking trails, but Castle Rock is definitely the most memorable. You'll hike, climb and scramble up to the top, where you'll experience insane views on the Granite Skywalk looking over the edge of the massive Castle Rock. The gorges of KARRIJINI National Park have to make any WA bucket list. Canyoneering, hiking and camping are some of the many activities you can have at KARRIJINI National Park, and there are countless gorges to explore, deep, vast and long. And lastly on the list for today is The Gap in Toondarup National Park. The Gap is one of Western Australia's most visited attraction and is a pretty spectacular experience. The nerve-wracking walkway overhangs the massive granite cliff with wild ocean swell below. During stormy weather, the swell can reach as high as the walkway itself, and anyone visiting WA should make sure to visit. All right, that's it. Hope this helps you guys plan some of your Western Australian adventures. If you already had some of these experiences, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your travel stories. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video, guys. If there's enough interest, I'd love to make a part 2. A massive thanks to my legend Patreon supporters for helping to produce this video. Tania Connors, Alison Harrison, Sam Hall, Kelly and Ruth Bostock. If you guys want to help support the channel and get some cool perks in exchange, make sure to check out my Patreon, link is below. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.